Hi, I'm Gil Reynolds. Here we are at the Touchstone Center for the Crafts. We're doing a glass fusing workshop here, and I'm going to introduce the techniques and the methods of using the Murphy fire bucket. This is a glory hole designed just for making fused elements such as twists, canes, pattern bars, and we'll be manipulating molten glass into workable forms to use as design elements in our fusing. The fire bucket is a propane-fired unit. It has a squirrel cage blower and heats up to 2200 degrees Fahrenheit in a matter of about 3 minutes. We have a few little safety things to check out before we fire it up. We're working on a steel table because we will be working with hot glass. We don't want any problems with fire danger. We want to make sure that all our connections are good and tight. So we hook up the hose to the propane tank. Propane has a reverse thread. Make sure everything's good and cinched up. This valve here is our on and off valve for the tank. When the handle's at a perpendicular, the valve is off. When it's parallel, the gas is flowing. To check our connections, we'll put the valve in the off position, turn on the propane, and then use some soapy water to see if we have good tight seals. If we get bubbles, we do have a gas leak and we need to cinch up the connection. So our connections are good, gas is on, the valve is off. It's important to plug in the blower before we turn on the gas. The propane will settle down and we want to force the propane into the fire chamber. We have the blower on, we're ready to ignite the chamber. Using a standard torch, insert it into the chamber and slowly rotate on the gas. Take a minute for the fire bucket to get up to temperature, then we'll adjust the flame. If you have a flame coming out of the bucket, we have too much propane. We have a dull roar, we do not have enough propane. We go for the loudest roar. It should also be a nice bright orange color. This tool here is a punty rod. It's a stainless steel rod. We use stainless steel because it does not conduct heat very well. The tip will be red hot, but yet it's still cool enough that we can grab the steel up here and get some leverage while we're manipulating the glass. This is a short tool system. Most glass blowers use long tools. We're using short tools so we can get in and work. It has an immediacy to it, and it's a lot more practical for what we're doing. These are long jaw pliers. We'll be heating these up, picking up a shard of glass, taking it so it starts to melt, and attach it to the punty rod. So we'll go ahead and start. For the glass to stick to the punny rod, the tip has to be red hot. So we'll heat up the punny rod. I'm going to work in the top half of the glory hole. My assistant will use the bottom half so we stay out of each other's way. I'm wearing safety glasses because infrared light can cause cataracts. Alright. We preheat the pliers for 15 seconds. The only thing I'm worrying about now is I don't get my tip too hot and I'm not quite up to temperature. We'll ease the glass in. We don't want a thermal shock or break the glass. Go on. I've got a nice orange color to the tip, so I'm ready anytime this glass starts to melt. His glass is getting ready because the corners are starting to soften from the heat. As soon as they have a nice round rolled edge to them, we'll be able to attach. I'll pull out so it's easier for him to position the glass on the punny rod. Center the edge and go over. Okay, I got it. soon as it's attached, he can let go. He'll quench the pliers in the bucket because they are hot, and I'll get right into the chamber and start working the glass. As the glass becomes molten, it starts to flow like a liquid. So it's important to start turning the rod so you maintain control over the molten glass. This steel table here is called a marvering table. We'll use a technique also called marvering to roll, position, and shape the glass. The glass is very soft at this stage. It does not require very much force to shape it. You always want to pay attention to the tip of the glass. In marvering, we're trying to achieve even heating throughout the glass. We've now formed a nice cylinder, or also called a punty. I'll heat this up till it starts to fall, and then we'll pull a cane, clear cane, the needle nose pliers. And we'll pull a straight cane. I'm watching how fast the glass moves. I stop periodically, let the glass fall. My assistant will grab just the tip of the glass. He'll hold steady, and I'll pull slowly. I'm chilling this area because it's a little hot. The thicker it is here, the more force I can exert when we pull. We're just pulling a nice straight stringer or spaghetti cane. This will be shaped later after it's cooled. Once you feel the glass start to settle, that's good. The assistant will pull me towards the water. I'm going to use a file, a little bit of water to set up a chill, cut off the glass. I want to get the punty right back into the glory hole, and we'll add some more glass. Pliers.